All right, guys, I'm just gonna grab myself some pop, get something to drink while you guys chill out. Um, Alrighty. Shadows. Shadows. We were just talking about them just a little while ago. I just want to make sure this is charging now here, guys.
Subject to the law.
Make sure it's charging here. I don't only have so much. Okay, so we are charging. Cool. Works for me. So where were we? We were talking. Well, we were talking a bit about the shadows on somebody's reading as well, but understanding loud.
Kind-hearted among the dead.
The shadow people. I don't know if anybody has experienced what this is. What they talk about shadow work is like dealing with like the darker energies of yourself. I don't know if that's really how I would perceive them. I think they're more residual energy that needs to find its way to make things for it to be able to move forward. It has to resolve its energy, and it's almost like I have a portal open in my house. I've even had people talk to me about them, but when you see them and they're like taller than your refrigerator and quickly they disappear out of like even the corner of your eye. The experience for the first spot was really bothersome. I used to actually go to bed with them actually standing around in my bedroom in the shadow, and being able to see that shadow move in darkness is very bizarre. But I never ask my energies or my shadows to harm anything or anybody. If somebody draws that energy out in me, there is a whole different ball game that people experience. And I'll be honest, I have ended up doing my wind talking curses on people, and experience-wise, I would never do it. I used to do it to my adopted mom and told her nasty things, and I hoped that she would die, and then finding out that she passed away with a brain tumor years from when we never talked. We never got along from day one. I was adopted by them and never got along or got on together, or a connection made with her, which is unfortunate. But I forgave her, mind you. But that's what I mean. So when you get these energies coming through, they want to resolve their energy problems so that they can end up moving forward in their direction of where they need to be, right? For the work that they want to do. Other than being, like hearing the reincarnation theory, which I watched earlier today, talking about reincarnation. Should you believe in it? Should you not? As far as my experiences with reincarnation, I actually have done the induced out-of-body experiences that I've induced myself when doing my meditation. I don't think I would want to come back to relive the things that I need to learn. That's why I'm trying to learn them now. The compassion, being of service, not demanding, the ego, having money, having fame, having all the nicest things in my home that most people couldn't afford, kind of energy. Very materialistic, because that's what I was growing up in. Until I decided to walk away from my family, my adopted family, and everything they had done for me, I just walked away and said I didn't want to be part of it anymore. I didn't want to be the part of the anger and the beatings and, not communicating. My mom just despising my energy and because I was partly Aboriginal as well, and not understanding, the dimensional dynamic of the whole family unit that they had brought me into when I was young. You know, always feeling like I was in competition with my elder brother. You know, him getting everything handed to him on a silver platter. And I wasn't seeing that I was having things handed to me on a silver platter, but there was, there was by no means a lack of everything that I wanted, asked for it, I would get it. Um, until I got a little bit older and decided not to be part of the reason for, arguments and stuff. So I walked away, um, having nightmares and stuff and seeing dark shadows in my closet and when I'd go to bed or, lingering in my room. And that started again for me. About 3 years ago, it started showing itself again and revealing its protective energy to me. They don't allow other dark energies access to direct contact with me. It's almost like they're protected guardians that have to take shadow form to be effective. That's the way I look at it. I have a total different outlook in looking at spirit energy than most people do. And it works for me. I understand it, and it works for me to understand it in that dynamic for them. It works quite well with each other. The experiences, are not pleasant sometimes, but you just have to go with the flow, and whatever spirit guides you for, do it with honor, do it with respect, be grateful for it. Even if you have to take on dark energies to turn it around, send the dark energy to fight the dark energy and let them squabble it out instead of light energy. I don't feel that the light should be having to deal with it. If the dark energies are willing to go and dispute, the energy itself and neutralize it, kind of thing, is what happens. I don't feel that, it's not manifesting more dark energy by the combination of the two. More than, than what I wish for them to have to deal with. But, they will be compatible to do it. You know what I mean? They want to right the wrong. So it's very different. It's, I don't look at anything the same as anybody else. It works for me. Whatever is coming forward for me, it works for me. And I'm not fearful of the energies that come through. I'm not. It doesn't.
They had all full white sleeves. Plans to
All right, so altar. I don't have an altar. I don't build an altar. The closest thing I have to that would be, I guess my kind of area where I, do my readings from. But I used to have a memorial shelf in one of my cabinets, and this is what I experienced one time. I experienced the dark energy taking control of me and energy-wise when I was in a very weakened state, meaning, I was very open and allowing energy to flow through me, but some of the darker energy would show itself and use me as its conduit and experience. I had a cabinet in the corner over here that I had a memorial shelf set up for my nephew, and experienced myself being, when I walked past it one time angry, I ended up punching out the glass, and it was for the energy that was here that wasn't being remembered, that didn't want to have a memorial shelf unless they were memorialized on it. So they refused to allow that to stand and be part of my existence. So I learned really quickly how to not let them take control of my situations, to keep calm. The other incident that really scared me was the fact that I told somebody that was in my house, we had a big argument. They left, and I said, I hope you get hit by a fucking car. And no sooner than the person jumped on their bike, went down to the light, which is like less than 30 feet from my house, and almost got knocked, or almost got hit by a vehicle. And it brought them back here, and a very humbling situation for both parties involved, myself and the person that I had said that against, which I recanted the energy that it won't be harmful to anybody. Because that was the last time that I ever sent the energy out to harm someone, and I don't like it. I did not feel good doing it, but it was, what they drew out in me, so it came back and haunted them after that, right? So that's just me not wanting to expose some things, bring that energy out. But if somebody brings the energy out in me for using it for altar purposes, the altar purposes will come back and bite you. They'll be returning to you because I don't connect my energy at all with anybody. Right? So that's just the way it is. All right, so let's see what's going on, my spirit guides and everything. What's going on tonight? What energy are you guys in? Are you guys in a good mood, or are we in a bad mood, or what's going on with you? Oh, hang on. Where'd you go there? No, we lost it. Okay. No. It closed, so we're going to open it again. It shut down, so we're going to open it again here and see what's I am in a no communication situation. Okay, so deep and saying heavy. Okay, we're going to do a reading. We're going to find out what's going on for you. Enough talking about me. I'm just here as, the purpose. So you're in a non-communication situation. So is this a gentleman or that you're dealing with, or a female that you're dealing with? I need to know the sex of the person that you're dealing with as far as which cards I'm going to pull for that no communication. Is the male you're not communicating with, or is it a female that you're not communicating with that you wish the communication would happen? I need to know male, female. I'll ask the cards. I'll figure this out. Let's ask the cards. We'll do the pendulum on them. Let's see what we got here. So we've got the masculine version. We've got the female version. We're going to find out which deck we're going to use for this reading. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this over here. Like so. Leave a tiger eye on it. Okay, so now we're going to ask the cards if these are the cards that we are being recommended to use for this reading today, for Deep Saying Javi. And I'm not looking at my chat until this reading is over. Now, is this the energy cards that are meant for the reading that I'm currently going to do for Deep and Shavin, for direction and why is it going in a circle? Okay, we've got a circle going on here. It's like rotating in a circle very prominently. A lot of confusion going on around your energy right now. Can I have you give me an answer, yes or no, pendulum, if we are using the masculine cards for a reading tonight for Deep Saying Javi? Is this the energy cards that are meant for the reading for that person? Okay, so we're getting a no on these ones. So we're not using the masculine version of the Rider-Waite. You may stop pendulum. All right, so now we're going to ask the feminine deck of Rider-Waite. Are we using you for the reading today for Deep and Saying Javi, please? Is this the energy reading for her, for the love connection? Am I using you for the reading? Okay, so those are the ones that we're going to be using. There's a back and forth. Very prominent, yes. So we're going to use those ones. Direction. So we're going to use the feminine energy to find out what's going on. Which is not strange, but sometimes it'll show as masculine energy that needs to actually do the reading when trying to connect with someone. Let's put those to the side. My tiger's eye will put you up there. All right, so let's see what's in store for you. You can create a new... Hey, Scorp 444, how are you? Long time no see. Yahoo! I haven't seen you in a while either. Yeah, so Okay, so let's see what's going on for you, Deep Sang Happy, about the no communication situation that's going on. Why is there no communication happening? What is the situation at hand? What is the message? Of course, the no communication, Spirit. Let's find out what the no communication for you is, why it's happening. Okay, so we got 4 cards. Who was the one that was asking about the shadows and when we had the other stream going? Does anybody know? We had the word shadow come up at the beginning of the reading, and it's reiterating itself. The 3 of Wands, then you have the shadow side, then you have the Emperor, and then you have the 4 of Wands. So the 3 of Wands and the 4 of Wands are both in reverse. So it's like their energy is stopping, or it's not relaying itself with any direction at this point. The shadow side, though, is stepping out. You may not see things the way that they are perceived. The shadow can either be mischievous, or it can be, enlightening, but sometimes you'll see the ugly parts of a person through shadow work as well. That could be like your altar energy as well, can come out and be revealed as very, not negative, but more darker energy, that, the dark parts of people that people don't want others to know, certain qualities of themselves to be revealed to others, because they're shameful of the energy that's going through. Not sure how to correct that energy for yourself, and allowing your shadow to heal and go about its business the way it best knows and suits how. So this could be in correlation to the masculine that you're feeling is in your life. He's focusing his energy on more of wanting to have a stable family, is what they're focusing their energy on. So somebody is definitely wanting to approach someone, because the 4 of Wands talks about a lot of celebrations and everything, and it seems like it's sitting on the shoulders of any movement on the masculine part. Trying to take what do they take? Taking stock of their own personal life right now, and seeing what is a priority in their life, what isn't, how things they want to perceive and create their life moving forward, and just reviewing things that they wish to have in their life, that maybe aren't attainable in their existence for the time being. Like looking for a mate, definitely feeling that this person is looking for someone that they could build a family with, that they could marry. Maybe that's that 4 of Wands waiting, on a decision before it can move forward and actually become, written in, brought in forward, in the future. It's either that, or you're feeling very independent from this energy, with this no communication, has possibly created the difference between the two. So there might be, the reason of the no communication might be that people are on different wavelengths and different energy, or aspects of their life. And just looking towards the future, but also understanding they have to work through the energy. I'm not seeing a connection here, though. I'm seeing that it's almost like everybody's taking their time to work out their own situations, and allowing certain people to be released from their energy circle. Let's find out what's going on here, because I'm feeling that it's writing a lot on the masculine right now, that you're not putting your energy into the relationship, like you're not putting enough, for it to even be recognized that you want to have this partnership, that you're just kind of withdrawn from the whole situation, because there is no communication between you and the other energy that, you know, you're wanting to connect with is not there. So after doing your shadow work and journaling, you know, keeping stock of everything that's going on in your life on a, you know, spiritual level. Move these cards up a bit here. So you're having the Three of Pentacles working on you from the Three of Wands and the shadow energy. You're definitely taking notes. You're trying to work through it. You're feeling like you're kind of stuck in a moment that, you know, you're trying to reflect on and allow to release through that energy. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles coming through. Not sure about the connection, not sure about the direction. It's kind of like waiting for direction as to where it is supposed to be manifesting itself for you. You know, but the Keeper of the Pentacle is what I like to call him. The Keeper of the Pentacle is just waiting on the right connection and, you know, what is meant for two of these pentacles to be, you know, brought into a situation as well. So realizing more. Then you have the Hangman and you have the Page of Wands showing up. The Hangman. Having to be held and tied down into a situation right now is not in the cards for right now. What you're wanting to manifest right now for that masculine energy, there is a lot of earth energy, like earth/fire energy, like it's giving off that orange hue of, you know, like there's a fire, there's a desire within one of these people that you're interacting with. You know, but after you work through all this energy, there's going to be a time where, you know, you're going to have to let go and let the universe kind of handle it in lieu of your energy. You know, and have faith that the universe is able to, you know, help you kind of make terms or come to terms with that, you know, energy that may have been holding you back. Maybe this masculine energy is still being attached to you, not ready to let go, but also isn't in a forward moving situation with you. You know, I see that they're kind of pondering things that have gone on in their life and maybe making decisions for a different direction, but isn't releasing the hold that they have on you spiritually and not realizing that they still have that, you know, connection. You know, with the Page of Wands showing up later, it's almost like everything is being reset for the sake of the experience. You know, like the Page of Wands, and you have the Moon card, you know, trying to illuminate your path and moving forward. You're just running into like brick walls every time you want to turn around and escape from this energy, because you don't want to be tied to it no more, because it's not moving forward in sense of a positive manner. It's more, you know, how they can make use of a situation to get what they want. You know, but the closing out of this energy might be the best thing that happened. Maybe this is why Spirit is kind of taking it and is using it to find, so you can find new balance in your life and experience things, you know, with this Two of Wands is a new beginning, right? You know, allowing the new beginning or the new experience to unfold for you. What are they waiting for? What are they pursuing? What balance are they looking for to unveil? They're going to unveil the balance, or the need of balance within this situation is not there. They're trying to find the other half of this equation for themselves. But no communication. Is it? I don't feel that there's a third party involved in this, but I do feel that, you know, this person is not taking into account your feelings and the time that you're spending waiting for them to have communication with them. I think it's time for you to, you know, let that stress of the no communication kind of rest right now. I don't feel that it's going to benefit you to ponder and keep in that energy, because you're not able to focus your energy on what you want to do. Well, this person is, you know, and you're sitting on the sidelines waiting for an answer. So just taking it into your own hands, you know, the Star card, taking it into your own hands and dealing with it and allowing it to flow, which is best suited for you. So this is focusing now on you. We want this energy to be sent to wherever it needs to go and disconnect from it and cut the ties, because it's got a lot of energy and a lot of action moving in their life, that they may not even realize is really going on, as far as, they're just going with the flow, and whatever they bring, it brings. So not really focusing on a relationship or companionship with you. They're looking out to further their endeavors with the Two of Wands, trying to find the balance of a person that's going to be best suited for them. And here's you still keeping the balance for them, right? You're still keeping the balance for them, and it's almost like they're making use of your energy now. They're going to take whatever they can from you, that you're not even, focused on. You're just giving and giving and giving, and realizing that this is, an ulterior situation that this person is trying to manifest with your energy, because it's wanting to move forward, but it's not going to move forward until it feels safe enough to move forward and has enough in place to make that choice. So this could be just this relationship just is coming to an end, and that they're keeping you, they're towing you, they're throwing you little pieces of energy that are little like breadcrumbs to keep you involved in the connection. Is manipulating the situation to benefit them. They may have had a plan before this, as far as being able to walk away from the situation with you, but they're not being honest and forthcoming with the information. They're still not, able to move because they haven't found the right connection to be able to just, kind of drop out of the scenery altogether, right? The no communication is maybe a way for them to keep you in control and keep you pondering them, because you're wondering what's going on, that things aren't being revealed to you or being said to you by the spirit, the existence. So you're giving more and more to the connection, but they're giving nothing. But they are going to use the energy and not have to use their own to achieve, this experience of connecting with somebody that's in a better state of affairs, kind of thing. You've basically given everything. You're stark naked in the moonlight with no clothes on. Like, you've given every last bit of yourself to this person, and they're just not seeing it that way. They're not seeing how much energy and time you're putting into it, and they're just kind of like aloof about it. They're like, yeah, whatever. Who cares? So this energy that you're wanting to know about, I think it's time to either call it out as it is and move on, or the high priest is gonna help make a decision on the higher realms. If this isn't resolved for yourself, if it's bringing negativity, it's time to let it go. That the high priest is advising it's time to move up, move on, let the universe handle this one. And then you got the Nine of Wands, so you're ready to make a move away from this energy. At this point, you're ready to move away and actually start a new situation, with the Four of Wands, stepping out and being strength on your own without the masculine behind you, and being able to rock the journey alone. You've come to realize that you don't need them in your life, and understood the circumstances that they're just biding their time with you in regards to new energy. So don't let them just bide their time, because you're convenience to them, and that's all you are. And it's not sugarcoating, it's the way that they're perceiving it, and that's how they want to keep it. They want to be able to keep it, with one, and then still be able to pursue others in the same frame of mind. As far as love coming towards you and with someone else, let's see what's in store that way. Is there a different connection? What is the love connection that is best suited for you, coming forward into this, independent energy that you're having? So what's coming forward for our dear friend? Okay. The Traveler, the Shadow Side, Ace of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, or Four of Cups, Seven of Cups, Knight of Swords in reverse, and the Tower card. All right, so there's a lot of things that are going to come up with you for an emotional state of things. you've kind of been sitting backwards waiting for things to happen and move in a direction that, is including you. But you've been given the Ace of Pentacles. So now that, you're trusting your own instincts and able to travel and move forward with a smile on your face, and you're prepared for whatever's coming towards you. Planting your swords, at markers in your life and experiences that, is going to be revealed to you. Having to deal with always being at the, having an ear for people to lean on and take your energy. Just, where you're having to listen to the energy and then, kind of put the energy out in a positive manner for the person that you've been listening and having their pour their heart out to you. I'm sorry, I just got a kink in my neck, one of those whiplashy things that hurts. Like when you move your head too fast. So everything's kind of coming into view for you. You're letting go of energy that is not needed to be, or you're holding on to the energy because it's going to help you beneficial in regards to the new journey that's going to come forward. With the Seven of Cups, there's a lot of stuff that you've stored away, like a lot of energy and experiences that, you can just pull out one of these positive experiences and just move with it, right? And then we have the Knight of Swords, you know, waiting for the moment that it is asked to ride and move forward, right? Not being at the beck and call for anybody else, but this is your masculine energy that will be at your beck and call anytime you need it. So it's just kind of being dormant. And it could be because there's a tower moment coming, so everything is just kind of, all the positive parts for the new experience are coming towards you as you're having that tower moment, so that you'll meet and find balance and then be able to not have such a major traumatic experience happen, and then be able to move forward. Like you're putting all your energy into certain aspects, that you'll find the balance from this, having a tower moment. You're already, kind of anticipated that this experience was coming along. And not being in the right connection. But your other connection is going to make it so the transition from this tower moment isn't so traumatic for you. They're going to help you and assist you and offer you the guidance away from this energy, and allowing them to be on it on their own. Okay, let them have that tower moment. That's the reason being, is that somebody has to be taught a lesson. Somebody has to be taught how they are supposed to be authentically caring about a person, not just for an ego base. So the universe is definitely going to come in and pull the rug right out from under this person's feet that took advantage, right? There's going to be other energies there to help build up. Once you get experienced on this one, that you don't actually have to experience it, but your protectors are going to make a cushy landing, like a cushion landing for you to be able to, bounce up, and then you're off on your own and you're dealing with everything on your own accord, and kind of sending that energy to wherever it needs to go for it to manifest on its own, just away from your personal space and your personal energy. And that's what I'm feeling for that one. So yeah, so it's all up to you, as far as how you want your energy to be played with, or how you want to play with your energy personally, or spiritually. I'm going to put the emerald on. I'm going to change the energy on this cards a little bit here. Yeah, so just focus on your own. Like, you really don't need to have people directing where you want to go in your life. You have a pretty good idea, but you'd like to have, somebody in your life to share it with. But I don't think that right now is the timing for that to happen for you. I don't think it's it's not a very good or auspicious timing right now for that to happen. But you will be guided when it is time for it to happen. You will be shown signs, and the energy will come forward, and you'll feel better about it. You'll feel more healed from it. And when you're starting to feel that healing energy is coming up, and less emotional, stuff coming up, like being an emotional and having crying spells or anger spells or emotions that are still, in regards to this connection that you did have. that you honored up until the last moment that you possibly could. And unfortunately, you couldn't stop it from having that moment happen, for them to wake up and say, hey, I'm not going to be, stepped on or mistreated or misused, because you need a benefit. Like, this isn't a friends with benefit kind of energy for us to be playing with. Right? So, let's see. We're going to turn on the energy box here. We're going to turn it on, see what everybody's talking about. See what the direction that they have, anything for you guys.
On the last test.
So yeah. Is it the future between me and Justin? Just dating him for 2 months now. Okay, Alicia, you're asking me if there's a future between me and Justin. You've been dating for 2 months now. Has there been something that has kind of given you a red flag or something in regards to the relationship that you would be asking that question? Not just in, it's not always about a future, okay? It's about building a present with you that creates the future. If there's things that, you're having an expectation from in the relationship in regards to him providing, more, personal time with each other, or experiencing, going out and experiencing together. It's nice to know what's going on in a life in this situation of what they're thinking. I understand that. But I'm just wondering why, if you've only been together 2 months, is there, a reason for you to be questioning your future at this point? It's an all-knowing situation kind of thing. If he's kind of withdrawing from you, is there a reason that you might be requesting this? Because there's something that's kind of changed in his demeanor with you, Right, so that's kind of something that you need to kind of. Okay, so you're wanting to have more of a stable understanding of where your relationship stands with this person and the experience, but you don't want to jeopardize any of it just in case you are misreading the energy. But if he's been good so far, I wouldn't worry too much about a commitment, because right now he is committed to you in a relationship, just not as solid as maybe you're wanting right now. You may be wanting a more solid connection that he might not be able to offer right now, or it might scare him off. So just try not to run too far ahead of the situation that you kind of get too far ahead of it, and then it kind of tips the scales over to what's going on here and making him question the situation, right? So just take it slow for the first little while. As far as wanting more of the communication, please just take it as it is right now and be grateful for what you have. I can pull a card and see how, right now is good. You're balanced. Everything's moving in a good, forward moving energy for you, right? So, I don't feel that there's going to be a problem between you guys. I don't feel that the negativity. I do feel a good connection, but you have to just kind of pull the reins back on that horse, because you don't want to get too far ahead of the chariot. You don't want to be the chariot and end up coming up and be like, oops. You know what I mean? You don't want to end up having that stutter moment where you're like, oh shit, I blew it, or you know what I mean, like feeling like like planning something, and then 30 seconds, 30 a few minutes later he's changed his mind and doesn't want that. You know what I mean? Like, and you're compliant to him, though. You would give him whatever he wanted, and he would do the same for you with the support of nature. And I think that's okay for you. Now's your time to start growing together, experiencing things together, like making suggestions in regards to different places or things you guys could be doing together to make the connection a little more stronger. There, move this down a little bit so you can actually see me. I'm not just seeing my neck here. So yes, I would definitely make those experiences. You know, instead of running ahead of the chariot kind of energy, I'd recommend just, you know, kind of be in there and make options, like get to know the person. What are their traits? What are their quirks? What are their interests? What are their, you know, what would be interesting for you guys to learn as a partnership, together, you know, like going out into nature, go hiking. Maybe one of you is not a fan of it, or you find out different avenues of the personality and, you know, situations that work together, in which, you know, sometimes you just want to be alone, energy. But I think you guys are going to end up being tied at the hip. I think, you know, the energy wise, you're going to be like very in tune to each other. Rats. um, you know, but being appreciative of, you know, the owner, and, you know, even having, you know, like a dinner in and making his favorite meal, or finding out what his favorite meal is. These are things that you probably want to start, kind of focusing your energy towards, to finding out, to make sure that there is a compatibility that continues on, or an interest in similar interests that can help carry this relationship further, right? To the point where, you know, if you're dating after a year, say, and, you know, what would be feasible amount of time for someone to make the offer, or to come forward with an offer, you can always touch base and say, you know, I really enjoy being with you, and feeling the ground out, saying, you know, what do you see? How about we plan for a trip or something, and just say, hey, you know, I was thinking about going on, you know, a cruise, or something, or, you know, taking a camping trip, or going camping, or just something that you guys can bond, individually with each other, right? Um, and just make suggestions for maybe some little travel plans, or go away for the weekend kind of thing, and see what they feel. They feel that, you know, they want to go and spend that time with you for a whole weekend or whatever. It kind of gives you kind of a judging point for where they are as far as a commitment, right? um, so yeah, so make offers to do things together, get away on the weekend, you know, go and maybe try a different avenue of fun things to do. um, you know, so finding out what he wants in that question, if he wants that, but he's been good to me. If you're not sure, most guys when they get into a relationship probably aren't really worried about that connection yet. You know, they may be trying to figure it out for themselves, you know what I mean, like they're very, um, they never, maybe he's kind of at a loss because he's never felt this good in a relationship, so maybe it's kind of, you know, something that he wants to keep sacred, you know, between the two of you, so you can grow together. Maybe he's experiencing the same compassionate, feelings for you, but it doesn't know quite how to kind of reveal it. Maybe he's sitting there asking his friends, you know, do you see a future with this girl, or do you think that she's suitable for me to be dating? You know what I mean? Like, you could be both on the same page of asking external people their view on the whole relationship. If it's, you know, what do you think, you know, do you like her, does she, you know, asking his friends, you know, what kind of interaction you have with his friends, if you've met his friends, for them to pass a judgment call in, saying, hey, yeah, she's pretty cool, she's chill, you know, she's not too out there, you know what I mean, like having a good reason for yourself, right, is what I'm seeing. And just be yourself. Don't try to be something that you're not and have to keep up a facade, you know, because that's not a good way to build your relationship, you know, being fake and all that, which a lot of people do, right? So watch out for that. Watch out that envious and, you know, energy from others doesn't affect your relationship as well. That it's just you two in the relationship, not you and all his friends, or him and all your friends, kind of thing. You know, not individual, but, you know, kind of combining the energy to experience both. Say, okay, well, we hung out this time. You know, let's go hang out here this time. Invite a few of your friends over, a couple of their friends. You know, start getting the fat or the friendly netting that comes along with a relationship with friends, and having them part of your existence, and, you know, part of your life, so that you can find the balance between the two. You become friendlier, right? So who am I doing this one? So Aqua 31 Forsberg, can you see what's coming towards me in love situation? Been through a lot these past months. I'm a female Aqua who met a Scorpio a couple of months ago. I felt a strong pull. Will we meet again? And where did you happen to meet your Scorpio? Under what circumstances?
He was
Dracula.
in that
So I don't know. Does this Scorpio have a name?
was claiming.
Let's see what's going on here. Okay, one. Okay. Oh, okay.
The flesh.
This is interesting.
And in his head.
Okay.
Was the letter.
Betsy. So you met someone named Betsy? Are you serious?
Your mood.
I might not.
You. Okay, hang on.
Do I agree?
Days.
I was a garment.
Through it.
I came clean. You that has a courtroom.
Or
69.
Okay, so Aqua 31 Forestburg. You felt that you blew it. What makes you think that you blew it? Let's see.
suddenly
That's a pendulum here. For Aqua 31 is the energy that she felt when she met a Scorpio. If this energy from the Scorpio is meant to be in a relationship with Aqua 31 by the name of Betsy.
These are with not received.
So I'm guessing that this is something new for you.
Apple.
is it?
Is there a love connection between Aqua 31 and Betsy? Will there be a reuniting of energy towards each other in the near or coming future?
Carefully applied.
So I'm getting a no. I don't think there's a big connection yet. I don't think you've done any work in regards to even creating a connection. But you really need to focus your energy on possibly repairing what you felt you blew it when you met. If you feel that you blew it, Rocco. So is Rocco having feelings for Aqua 31 that'll bring a relationship together with each other?
Split up.
Is there a way that Betsy can actually build this connection? Because we are getting a slight yes. Not a lot of energy has been placed into this situation, I don't feel, for it to give, an accurate reading of your energy.
Crest.
How have you even mentioned or even kind of talked about the situation to see if,
Great draft.
it was an effect or it had an effect on, the connection between the two of you?
Prince Carl. card.
So what's happening between Betsy and what is it, Rocco?
May.
All right, so
Style.
it's coming together. I feel that there is a connection still there. Somebody's definitely moved forward in the relationship, but wants to know if the other person is going to be reciprocating that energy. I think is what the question is. Okay. So is there going to be a reciprocating energy for Betsy from Rocco? Is he just needing space or time to think about what he wants? Not making a full commitment to a relationship yet because he's indecisive of where he stands in his personal life. And he's looking forward, wants to be a stable foundation for someone, and is trying to figure out how to do that currently so that, he can move forward with someone, and with that energy of moving forward, that they're, moving in the direction that they see a future with or without you. What's going on as far as the masculine energy in this relationship right now? One more card for Outlook, please. So the first cup we got was the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, the Ten of Wands in reverse. So this energy doesn't have a direction to go. It's kind of weighing. It's the good and the bad, trying to figure out where they belong or where they want to move in life. Taking stock of their own spiritual work that they're doing. So not in a state of decision yet. I don't think there's been a yes or a no as far as the relationship is going to go. They're kind of finding a different feeling with this situation that's going on. Like it's a different feeling. It's a good feeling. You haven't experienced that much positivity in a relationship or a connection that is been totally, in favor of union, right? So they're kind of wondering, they're kind of in limbo as far as which avenue that they should be taking. So then we have the Sun, which is a new beginning, maybe just jumping in and taking a leap of faith into the possibility that this might be a good relationship. Things might balance out and be of a positive nature for the both of you. As far as the connected energy, it's a King of Swords, so he's definitely moving in a direction to be compatible with you and for good things to happen. He's bringing his energy and it's moving in towards you, like it's coming towards me. So it's coming into you, but it's still at a stage of unsurety. Like it's not, how do you say, the fine and settled and this is how it's going to go. Very indecisive, but wants to feel out the energy and see how the advancement to the Ace of Cups and abundance of the relationship. He's just not sure about if it's enough for him to want to stick into this and dig his heels in deep. So we want to know really what's going on with his energy. We don't want to, he's got to make a decision. He's got to come up with something within himself to make it, kind of your energy and his energy together to create this abundance. And maybe he's a little bit fearful of advancement with you, that you might not be reciprocating, the feeling or the ideas or the energy that he wants to put forward into a relationship. A lot of people aren't finding the balance, like finding it. He hasn't been finding that relationships are really his top of his priority list right now, or maybe that's why he's not, having relationships work out, because they're just not a priority for this person to have to deal with at this point. He's, focused a lot on his growth, his personal growth and spirit, financial, in all avenues. He's trying to make himself a place within your energy that's going to be supportive and a strong foundation for it. Maybe it's weighing out the situations for him, right? To move you in a positive direction of the relationship that you're requesting, and that you're kind of, putting the energy towards with, the Sun energy, the warmth, the nurturing, the caring, the abundance, the overflow of things in life that, he's never probably experienced. He's always been, maybe the last to know kind of energy, and is tired of that. He wants to take take it and move forward in his favor, right? And he can, yes. It's not just, about the posse. It's the position that you want to take is a one-on-one. It's not like one-on-two or anything like that. You'll take it on as a one-on-one energy, and you both will find maybe a different experiences together, right? You have the page, the new beginning of the pentacle. You have the Eight of Wands that kind of, is stepping away from the situation, having a really good look at what's before you, and if this is really, the position that you want to, you want to take on this energy and help this person and learn about this person. It might not be, as easy as you're going to cut it out to be, right? But you're willing to take the chances with this relationship or this energy that you're feeling, that's young and energy and wanting to make the offer from your point of view to manifest into their life. The meeting of the minds and meeting of the energies, not having to be one way or the other, that you guys can find the balance in the negative and the positive that work for both of you in creating abundance and new beginnings together. But I do feel that the center of this whole situation revolves around this King of Swords in reverse. It doesn't really have an idea of what to expect or how to, move forward with your energy being so energetic and free, and, him being so, restricted, to the night energy, doesn't know how to maneuver to be a positive within the direction of your thought train and your experience. Let's see we're going to pull out some of the masculine energy now and see what's going on masculinely from the masculine point of view on this whole energy of things. So the first one that came out from the masculine's point of view is the Knight of Cups. So coming forward, he's going to make the forward movement and make his offer. He doesn't know what he's going to offer yet because his cup is still empty, but he will end up finding something that is going to be, an offering that's going to be a benefit to the situation together. But he's going to do it with humbleness. He's going to do it with, integrity. He's going to come forward with respect, and everything that's gone on in his life up until now, he's basically done with, and energy that he doesn't want to have to deal with anymore, because there's a Ten of Swords coming up. And just calling it quits on all the past energy, focusing on the current new energy, which is possibly you. He's racing in Knight of Swords. After he's got the Ten of Swords, he's become, the individual strength of all the swords that he's created or experienced in his life that, have to come to an end. But he's learned from every experience that he's carrying it forward and moving forward. He's coming out, and he's gonna come in a flash kind of energy. He's strength and dignity and honor that he's gonna, it's like fighting for the woman of your dreams, and not giving up. It's like who she is, and being able to run backwards to that moment that you've realized that you were compatible, and like a redemption of soul to this person, right? The knight is now forged in fire, and it's ready to roll, and not having to give too much to find the connection, still offering your assistance to others in your life, and growing from the experiences and learning, that this is the match, this is the one that he does want, and he's had to take time to figure that one out. Things have had to come to an end, or people have to, cut correlation with them in regards to this situation, past lives, past love. And battling, like he doesn't have to fight anymore for your honor. He's got your honor, and you're holding on to that sacred space for him in regards to being honorable above all things, right? Amethyst. So he's definitely on the spiritual page that you are, and is going to come and show that to you, and let you experience for what he understands it to be. He only knows how to show you how to experience it. He can't tell you. He's more of, an action person. He likes to do the action part and make things happen. He's a very active person, would rather have an understanding coming forward, with a positive intention, and he's going to do it with honor and dignity. He's not going to let it get away as far as a love connection, right? Oh, hang on here. No, we met once and he came on strongly, but I didn't realize it until afterwards, if that makes sense. And that's what he like I was saying, his energy is going to be, coming towards you. You're not going to be going towards it, that it's going to come towards you and make it realize that, he's in this for the I'm not sure about the long haul, but I'm hearing a long haul, like for the energy wise. He's realized that he has something good with this connection, and doesn't know how far he's got to travel now to get this connection to happen. Cha. It's a good experience. I did feel like there's good movement. Like he's definitely wanting to stay connected, and is trying to prove himself on the levels of supportive, of under being able to create a foundation for the both of you strongly, just by his own actions, and realizing, yeah, I had something great there and I realized it, and now it's not going to get away because I've came to understood that my energy is tied to that person. There's an experience that brought it towards a fruition or an experience together, and wanting to move forward with you, racing back to come and get you, having your experiences go back to that moment to collect the energy and move forward with you. So they may be coming towards you and asking you for a date, or they may ask you for, or something will happen where you guys end up communicating, and making arrangements for, to further the situation if you have that. It's my energy level's okay. I'm having some sugar right now, some pop. I'm having a sugar fest here, so it's keeping me going. So you can only allow him to move in his own direction, though. Allow him to come and be, so he's not emasculated, or feeling like, it wasn't, a masculine kind of movement on his part. So allow him to come to you and reveal that information to you as he feels it's necessary. He's trying to go back to find that energy, but it's all about where you want to be in this relationship. Do you want to have this seriously work out? Right? You always have to be. Cherry blossoms. Well, you're still up. Yeah, I'm still up and still going. Believe it or not, I've been going since I believe it was 8 o'clock. I've already done a 4-hour plus. Now I'm doing a part 2 to the energies that wanted to stick around for the readings. So yes, I'm still here, still going. Hey, so you guys have run into each other a few different times probably. So Aqua 31, keep your eyes out, put your vibration out there, and don't be shy to kind of confirm it for him. If he comes forward, say, hey, I really enjoy that time we spent the last time. I totally didn't know if you had a good time or not. I wasn't quite sure because I thought that I kind of blew the energy, or just be straight up so that we can have a chuckle over it if it was whatever it was. You know what I mean? And just, laugh it off kind of thing. But, put your energy out there saying, hey, if you ever want to go out for a drink or hang out together, let me know kind of thing, right? And just be there, just be yourself, get into the connection and make it work, if you're determined, he's determined. I don't see why you both can't be determined at the actual, meeting of the mind and work, right? And be of the body. So that's for you, Aqua. Would Christian ever contact you, Dianca? Is this in correlation to that reading we did earlier about you meeting someone and your dad not wanting to be approving of the energy? So don't be shy to bring it forward, right? Just be grateful that it's happening, and take it for what it's worth. Even if it's just a friendship, you end up starting at friendship level, and just be respectful of the space of the other person that you're interacting with. Just be reasonable and be positive. Okay, we want positive results, and sometimes it plays out for that, for the most part, for people. You know what I mean? That's what we try to hope for. Okay, so I'm still going. So Scorp 444 is Brittany Pearson's narcissist. I can't even say the word tonight. I'm just like tongue tied. Is Brittany Pearson narcissistic? Okay. As far as narcissistic, is this a person that you're interacting with right now, Scorp 444? Why would you be? Are you concerned about this person? Is this a person that you've come into contact with that maybe pushing their belief system on you? It would be on. So somebody's placing this energy towards you. Okay. She seems fake. If your intuition, if your energy is kind of running it at you, or you're experiencing it, could be maybe something that's going on for you that you would want to but I don't know. As far as fake, I don't know about her energy, but we'll see what happens. Let's see. We'll pull out the goddess cards and we'll see what the goddesses have to say about the whole situation here. So what's going on with Scorp and this fake person that lives across the street from where she is residing? What's going on? Is there more to this from the other side that, she's not revealing? All right. Okay, let's see here. Let's see what's in store for you, Scope 44. I know that, we have cards flipping here. Okay, this is a whole shebang of cards flipped over for me. Okay, so we're only going to deal with that set of cards. Apparently, that's the only ones that we need to kind of release energy through. Okay, so we're going to give these guys a little shuffle. We'll just give them a little mix around here and see which one is the one. Which goddess is going to give us enlighten to the situation of this fake person across from our good friend Scorp 44's place of residence? What's with the chick? What is her mannerisms? Why is she the way she is? Is there a reason? We can tap in on some of her energy today, please, Spirit. What's going on? Okay, so let's see. Come on. Here we go. Thank you very much, Spirit. Finally. Woo! I'm kidding. All right, so let's see what this card has in store for us today. Austeria. Fertility. I don't know how this would correlate with it. I don't see any connection to that energy. Ostaria. Fertility. How does this pay for that one? So now probably time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. Huh. What's with that? What is in correlation with this card? That doesn't make sense to me for you, Scorp 44. That doesn't, I don't know unless it makes sense to you as to why that card would come up for that. I want to see another. Oh, we got more sets of cards. Okay, we're taking one. So Matt is fairness. The situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So maybe if she's fake, though, I don't know. How is this going to unfold? Pull out the Rider-Waite here. How is this going to be dealt with in a just, fair manner? Just, fair manner. How would you say that would benefit revealing if this person is fake or not? So the attention will be handled with a fair and just manner. So the universe may be putting some things in place for you. What's going on with fake people? Like, I don't know. I felt that a couple times with people. I think it's more for the image, for, more than, it likes to have the situations, start, starting with the Knight of Swords, and then, you get the Five of Wands coming out in hand, battle, spiritual battles going on in people's lives right now. So maybe she's putting on a show. I think she is. I think she's putting on a show for people to see and, give them something to talk about, kind of energy. But I definitely see that she's, stirring it up so that, weird things can happen, like, battles and chaos and excitement and movement and energy, and you know what I mean? Like trying to be the center of the stage kind of energy, wanting to be, in you know what I mean? Like she doesn't like life unless it's got action. Her life has to have action. Creating energy,
3 pounds.
and watching it play out in front of her. So she might be like the narcissistic energy is probably the most part that she's focusing her energy with, is, liking to see and sitting at the sideline of watching everything fall apart. You know what I mean? The illusion, right? Watching the illusion fall apart for herself. But being, the stir of the situation that is going on, the battles, whatever battle or experience she can kind of link into, she will definitely try to keep moving forward with it. Making a scene. There's definitely scenes are unfolding, and she likes to be the center of them. But that's her gig, is what I'm feeling. She'd rather be the center of the chaos or the excitement for, whatever reason, which is, ego-based, and being able to manipulate all these situations to her benefit. Maybe she is being fake. I do definitely see that, she's going for, an indirect path to her personal space being, on camera type thing, right? Always wanting to find fault in others or situations that make her feel better as a person, and it's going to come to light for her. It's definitely unraveling the experiences of her being, fake, ritual, and keeping notes, and the world not liking it, and the King of Pentacles. So she'll put everybody's energy and experiences in what's the word? Put everybody in an unbalanced unawareness of what this person is manipulating. She's very manipulative in her energy to benefit her. She's very self-minded. She's very ego. She doesn't have a lot of compassion towards others. She's only in it to get what she wants out of it, and she's manipulating the energies to get that, kind of through that. That's where that fake narcissistic feeling that you're getting is coming into play. You're able to kind of, have it reveal itself before it had a chance to become your reality with her. But I'd steer clear of her. I think she's very self-minded. She's an ego. She's the egomaniac. Everything has to be, all about her, and she has to remain in the light. The Ten of Pentacles. We have the Justice card. So, all this is coming into fruition for her. It's going to start, she probably has experiences that blow up in her face. She's not able to move forward or achieve anything positive in her life or experience it for the good, instead of being like a good-natured person. They would rather be, the one that everybody's talking about, that wants, the gossip, right? The gossip that's going to come out. What card did we get here? And being, that fake person, and, the universal justice is going to come down, and it's going to end up, kind of, letting her either make the choice to continue that way, or, you know, she's going to end up dropping that. She's not going to end up having access to, you know, such people, or people in her life is going to slowly dwindle because of the fakeness. She's not going to have a lot of people that want to be around her because of the chaos and drama that she loves to live within. Okay, so definitely ego and narcissist creating havoc in other people's lives, and feeling that, you know, standing back and laughing at what she's created, and you know, other people are, you know, getting fed up with it, that have experienced it and are willing to, you know, they're ready to pass judgment and say, cut the damn cord, you know, already to this energy, and just totally leave the person standing on their own to learn their lesson. Is unfortunate, but that's what's going to probably happen. She's going to have something that's going to come through on her, and teach her a few things as far as what she's doing to others, teaching her a new way of living if she wants to take the option. So 3 of Pentacles, you know, the notes have been taken. It's time to move forward and you know, get this journey, get this journey on the way, and from her to, you know, realize her existence is not as goddess formed as she would like it to be. You know, her whole idea of being a goddess in her own light is probably not going to be happening very, very quickly, is what I'm saying, right? Yeah, she's definitely in it for herself. She thinks she's fooling a lot of people, not just you, but I think there's other people that kind of go, yeah, you know, that you know, she's trying to manipulate, you know, people's personalities, people's situations, and sitting back and kind of like, yeah, that was me. I did all that, you know, fabulous. I'm so good at this. And, you know, just being a total self-absorbed, narcissistic person. Yes, I would have to say, yep, you're right. Just like you said. um, you know, so, you know, so, you know, if you're not paying attention to it, it'll throw attention, it'll do something, or create a scene for you to be then drawn back into the energy, right? So just stick away from the energy of the experiences. If she's throwing, you know, being like over dramatic on things, just say, like, really, you're not that dramatic. Just call her out on those things, and she'll step back and she'll have to start to think, you know, am I being unrevealing as a narcissistic player in this game? What's going on with that energy, you know? And it will get justified, just like the energy said, it has to be justified as well. But we're gonna have to allow the universe and other people that are intermingling with her to solve it. You know, like it's pointless to engage with someone like that, even though they do everything in their power to get your attention, to be solely on them. That's the narcissistic. They want to be the center of everything, and who gives a shit about who else is involved? But it's all about me, right? Fuck everybody else. And that's the way. Excuse my language, but that's the way that, you know, they tend to come out and be like, oh, it's all about me. And as soon as the attention's taken away from them, they start, you know, creating more drama, or creating more instances of, you know, to draw you back in, for them to be able to have, you know, access to your energy, right? So I would recommend, just don't even give her the time of day. You know, just be like, hey, you know, you're passing her on the street, just be a general, you know, at night, you know, just, hi, how are you? And then just, that's it. You know what I mean? Like, not engaging her into a conversation at all, but just cutting it right there, and just walking. Just say, hey, you know, they say hi, you say hi. You know, that's all you have to really give a person. You don't have to give them anything more than just, you know, hello, how are you? Right? And move in that positive direction of yourself, for yourself's sake, your sanity, and everything else that comes along with it. You know, and just looking forward to situations, you know. So yeah, so we're going on our 90 minutes. I don't know. We did have a new list going here. I don't know what had happened to it, but where is our new? Do we have a new list? I don't even know anymore. What's I think we had a new one started. I thought selfish. Yeah, you want to stay away from people that can't look beyond themselves, to be able to be in a conversation with someone without it having to revolve back to them every time. Talk about things that matter in life. Not just personal avenues for them, right? Not sure if you saw my question, but can I ask again? Yeah, you can. Cherry Blossom. I was just actually just finishing with that one for Sport 44. She's one of our regulars around here. So I saw your message after hers. Let me see. Let me read it. I had a childhood friend come to me in a dream and tell me he was very sick. So I reached out, and a month later, my dream came true. I just want to know why I had that dream and if he will come back to. He will come back to.
I wanted.
Not to
Cherry.
Okay, so Cherry, that somebody's connecting on this energy with you. I just heard them say Cherry.
Stuff.
the same.
Okay, so you had a friend.
Englishman.
Let's see what's going on for you.
Glades.
So you're wanting to know, this person's already passed over then, is what you're, if I'm correctly reading this information and understanding, interpreting it the right way, is that this person has passed away in your,
In the beauty.
Nor any places.
okay, no, he's alive, okay. All right, so this isn't a situation, okay, why I had that dream, and if you'll come back to,
What? Human right.
That's a rule.
so he came and told you in your actual live waking day person that this is what he's very sick. Do you not have contact, or you're not able to have like actual contact with this person for them to have to kind of manifest in your dream state of being? He may be reaching out for connection. He probably doesn't have I think it's more of maybe he was asking and leaning on you for support because he is sick, or maybe it hadn't been revealed, but it was, preparing you for the situation of that situation that he was trying to connect with you on. There is proof of people being, comparison into dream state, and they tend to come. I tried to save him, but he ended up shutting me out. Okay. And you're kind of feeling a little bit upset about that happened. You want to resolve it and have something, come out of it, so that there's like a way of being supportive again. I had the dream we had not spoken for several years. Oh, so he's not in, okay, I'm not even using cards right now for this interpretation, because this is what I'm just following the guide right now in regards to this situation. I think maybe what you were supposed to receive from that was maybe allowing that person to remove the connection with you. It was allowing for you to be in a situation where you would be willing to release his energy, making amends with people before passing, I think is what his goal or intention probably was, that if he was to pass it, he would be able to remove himself from the existence wholly from here, and allowing himself to make his amends before he does end up leaving, connecting with people that he is disconnected from, that, you know, he still thinks about or has connections with, and being able to let that energy kind of go and resolve itself. I saw a video on something in relation to, and it was because of my personal situation of me not being in communication with certain people, and it resonated to the fact of that people that are holding on to grudges or holding on to energy of past relationships with someone is not allowing your spirit to move fully into the new space. And well said, yes. It's very it's the people that are holding these grudges that are holding the energy back, and can't let it release. They're holding the grudge, and the person is, you know, it's them that are causing the death. So if you look up energy or people causing death for others by holding their energy, I think that's what I would Google it under. Let me see here. Let me see if I can find it here. Let's see what comes up for that.
Nothing's pretty lamb.
To drink up.
Helen?
I don't see the one that I want right now. But I remember reading an article on it, in regards to that. People taking your energy, and not allowing you to kind of
Around now.
Success.
why you need to leave your negative friends behind.
How do you see it?
Let me see. I don't see it now. I have to look through my history again on my channel. For which one I was hearing that before or experiencing it on. I'll have to get the links for you guys. You know, and then you can apply these situations in your own personal waking life and existence, to benefit you as well as help others, right? It's weird because when I get you guys on my channel, it's like stuff that I've watched that day has come out in the chat and then into the readings, and it's really bizarre for me to experience that all in one. You know, to experience it. So where is it now? Okay, so the story of nickel and reincarnation experiments. It's woman comes back. Okay. You know, I think it was that one that I was watching today. The story of Nicola and reincarnation, and how we end up doing that, recycling ourselves through again.
The grand triumph with.
So yeah, so I'm not too anyways, we'll see. I'm gonna have to find the link.
I am not.
What's the blue?
Try.
Die.
Okay, so we're done.